everyone. Welcome back to the channel. If you've ever felt like your money disappears the second you get paid, this is your video. Today, I'm going to walk you through 10 personal finance tips that completely changed my life. These are simple, actionable, and most importantly, you can start using them today. And just so you know, these aren't generic tips you hear everywhere. I've actually applied these in real life and seen real results, like paying off debt, building savings, and finally starting to invest. Stick with me till the end, because tip number 7 is one of the most powerful mindset shifts I ever had, and it saved me from staying broke. Let's start with the foundation. Track your spending. For one full month, I wrote down everything I spent: groceries, gas, coffee, apps, snacks, everything. What I learned was shocking. I was spending hundreds on things I didn't value. And the crazy part, I thought I was pretty frugal. Use a spreadsheet, or an app like EveryDollar, Mint, or YNAB, whatever works for you. Because if you don't know where your money is going, you can't tell it where to go. Before investing or paying off big debts, build an emergency fund. I started with just $500. Later, I grew it to 3 months' worth of expenses. Why? Because life happens. My car broke down out of nowhere. But instead of panic or debt, I used my emergency fund. That's the power of financial peace, not just having money, but being prepared. The next step, automation. I used to plan to save money each month, and guess what? I never did. Once I set up an automatic transfer, just $50 a week, I started building savings without thinking about it. Automating your finances turns discipline into default. It removes the willpower problem completely. Here's a powerful shift. Pay yourself first. When money hits your account, move a percentage to savings or investments before you pay bills or buy anything. Think of yourself like a business. Would you run a company that never reinvests its profits? Of course not. Even 5 to 10% makes a difference. The key is consistency. This one stings a little. I used to try to look successful: new clothes, dinners out, tech gadgets. But here's the truth: looking rich is what keeps people broke. I learned that truly wealthy people don't flash their money, they invest it. They live well below their means. When I stopped caring about what other people thought, my savings exploded. You don't need a lot of money to start investing, just time. I started with $20 into a low-cost index fund. It wasn't much, but it got me in the game. The secret is compound interest. $100 invested monthly at 8% can become over $150,000 in 30 years. Start small. Start now. Time is more valuable than timing the market. This one changed my social life and my bank account. I learned to say no to things that didn't align with my goals. Dinner invites, weekend trips, shopping sprees. They add up fast. Saying, "No thanks, I'm saving right now," is empowering. Remember, every no today is a bigger yes in the future. When I got my first raise, I immediately upgraded: new phone, nicer dinners, more streaming services. That's called lifestyle creep, and it steals your wealth. Instead, I learned to keep my lifestyle the same and invest the raise. That's how you actually build wealth, by widening the gap between what you earn and what you spend. Want to buy something? Wait 24 hours. Most of my impulse buys lost their power the next day. This tip alone helped me save hundreds each month and made every purchase more intentional. Pro tip: leave it in your online cart and come back tomorrow. Odds are, you won't. This last one might be the most important. Never stop learning. Read one finance book a month. Follow creators who teach, not just show off. Some books that changed my mindset: Rich Dad, Poor Dad, The Millionaire Next Door. The Psychology of Money. Let's learn a little about each of them. 1. Rich Dad, Poor Dad, by Robert Kiyosaki. It's about, this book compares the money mindsets of two father figures. The author's poor dad, his biological father, who followed the traditional path of education and employment, and his rich dad, a mentor who built wealth through investing and entrepreneurship. Key takeaways: the rich don't work for money. They make money work for them. Assets put money in your pocket. Liabilities take money out. Financial education is more important than academic degrees. Don't rely solely on a paycheck. Build passive income streams. Why it matters: it shifts your mindset from employee to investor. Even if you don't agree with everything, it challenges the way most people view money. 2. The Millionaire Next Door by Thomas J. Stanley and William D. Danko. What it's about: based on years of research. This book reveals that most real millionaires are not flashy. They're often average-looking people living in modest neighborhoods, quietly building wealth over time. Key takeaways: millionaires live below their means and avoid unnecessary spending. They focus on accumulating wealth, not displaying it. Financial independence comes from discipline, not luck. Most millionaires are first-generation rich, not born into wealth. Why it matters? It debunks the myth that wealth always looks glamorous. If you want to be truly rich, this book shows you how to behave like someone who's already there. 3. The Psychology of Money by Morgan Housel. What it's about. This book explores how human behavior, not just numbers, shapes financial success. It's full of short, story-based chapters that show how emotions, like fear, greed, and ego affect our financial decisions. Key takeaways: wealth is what you don't see, the money you don't spend saving money is more powerful than high income. Luck and risk play a bigger role than we admit. Managing money is more about mindset than math. Why it matters. It helps you understand yourself better and make wiser long-term financial decisions. It's not about formulas, it's about behavior. Every new thing I learned gave me more control, more confidence, and more clarity. So there you have it, to 10 personal finance tips that genuinely changed my life. If you apply even 2 or 3 of these, I promise you'll feel more confident with your money in the next 30 days. What was your favorite tip? Or better yet, which one are you going to start today? Drop it in the comments. If you found this helpful, give it a like, subscribe for more tips every week, and share it with a friend who needs to hear this. Until next time, spend smart, save smarter, and keep building your future.